Hey guys, this is Casual Sports Reviews, and today I'm bringing you a performance review of the Joma Top Flex. This is actually the synthetic variation, which is much cheaper than the leather variation. Looks wise, they don't have any differences apart from a few logos, but performance wise, we'll just see. So to start off, let's talk about the upper, which is mostly disappointing to be honest. In hand, it seemed very soft, but as soon as I put them on, they felt like cardboard. It does soften up after some break-in time, but they still feel stiff. I think it's mainly caused by the way the material is implemented, because as you can see, they do overlay each other, and because one layer alone won't soften up really good, just imagine what happens when they are stitched over each other. And that in turn actually affects the touch on the ball because of the different thicknesses on the upper, as some areas have more material stitched on compared to others. Even the thickness of the tongue affects the experience of striking the ball. One of the only positive things of this upper is the synthetic suede they implemented. It provides a clean striking area for long passes and curved shots. The other positive is the rubber implemented on the toe cap, which actually protects your toes for toe punts and for adding extra durability. Moving on to the cushion, this shoe seems to have a thick cushioning system. Well, that is the case, but I can't actually feel it. As you see, the heel does seem to have some cushion on it, but it just doesn't quite compress enough for me to feel it, let alone at the forefoot, which you can't even see. And to add salt to the wound, this is a very clunky shoe. My opinion is that the outsole is made out of a rubber that is too hard, which then affects the cushion and the ride. They did implement the flexor system on the shoe. Did it flex? Yes. Did it feel great? Not exactly. I felt like there was some kind of plywood under the insole. It requires more effort for the system to work, so that means my feet would hurt at the end of a session. In the end, I just frown upon what could have been something great if they have executed it nicely. Now let's go on to something more positive, which is the traction. You can't go wrong with the traction in these. They just grip like crazy. I had no trouble during hot cuts and stops. Although the rubber is very hard, I think the compound and the pattern is what made the difference. All the herringbone and hexagons you see in orange are actually the same material as the rest of the outsole, but just painted differently. You can actually see the flex groups that doesn't make any difference being implemented on the traction. To make this short, the traction is very awesome. I went half a size down in these, and the length is perfect. The width on the other hand is a little sketchy. The toe box has some extra room in them, and you can't tighten the laces up properly to fix that. Meanwhile, my foot keeps sliding around unless I tighten the laces till my feet would hurt. In the end, I did experience a little heel slippage if I didn't properly tighten the laces, but that won't be an issue if you use the extra lace holes Joma provided, which I don't really like using to be honest. So my final thought is that the material and how it's implemented on the shoe is what actually ruins it. The touch, the fit, the fit, and the cushion would have all been better if Joma simply used different materials or implemented them better. For example, they could have used softer materials, or try not to stitch over synthetic materials too much. And synthetic isn't supposed to be implemented this way in the first place. I like this shoe, I really do. I like how they look, and I could wear them casually, but I just don't want to run around and kick a ball with them. So that's it for this performance review guys. Leave a thumbs up if you liked this type of video. Subscribe for more content and leave a comment on your opinions of the shoe. Once again, thanks for watching and have a good one.